Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. This video is all about solving past paper questions on trigonometric equations. I will also be covering key concepts such as trigonometric graphs and coordinates of graphs. So let's get started. We're going to be solving question 17 from paper 2, variant 2, May-June 2022. Here's part A of question 17. It says to sketch the graph of y equals to the sine of x for x from 0 degrees to 360 degrees. Now, this is pretty easy. It's a standard graph which we can sketch using our calculator. First, we write down the values 90, 180, and 270 on the x-axis. Make sure to place these values evenly on the x-axis, as I've shown here. Remember that our graph should start from the origin and end at 360 on the x-axis. Now, we need to find the corresponding y values for the values of x. To do this, we can use our calculator. So, for instance, to get the corresponding value of y when x is 90, enter in the sign of 90 on your calculator. Then press the equals to button to get the corresponding value of y, which is 1. Now, we repeat this for all the x values here, which are 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. This gives us the corresponding y values as 0 when x is 0, 1 when x is 90, 0 when x is 180, minus 1 when x is 270, and 0 when x is 360. Now, we can simply plot these points, like I have in red here, and draw the graph of y equals to the sine of x, with the graph going through the points we plotted. So, the answer is the graph I'm showing you here. Now to solve for part B of question 17. It says to solve the equation 3 sine x plus 1 equals to 0 for x from 0 degrees to 360 degrees. So, first we are going to rearrange this equation so that we make the sine of x the subject. To do this, subtract 1 from both sides. Then divide both sides by 3. Now we can see that the sine of x equals to minus 1 over 3. We draw a line here across the sketch from where y equals to minus 1 over 3 on the y-axis. I've drawn this line here in red color. It's easier to get an idea of where the fractional value will be on the y-axis by seeing its decimal form using a calculator. We can see that minus 1 over 3 equals to minus 0.3333, and so on. So, it seems reasonable to place 1 over 3 here on the y-axis. Now, as you can see, the red line and the graph of y equals to the sine of x intersect at 2 points. The x-coordinate of these points of intersection are the solutions we need to solve the equation 3 sine x plus 1 equals 0. I've drawn straight vertical green lines from these points to the x-axis. These points on the x-axis are the x-coordinates of these points of intersection respectively. To find the value of these points, first we go back to our rearranged equation and solve for x. For this, take sine inverse of both sides. This gives us minus 19.4712 and so on. So, as you can see, there are two spaces here, one from 180 to the green point on the x-axis, and the other from this green point on the x-axis to 360. The length of these two spaces is 19.4712, and so on. So, to find the x-coordinates of the points of intersection, which I've shown in green on the x-axis, we add 19.4712 and so on to 180 for this point, and we subtract 19.4712 and so on from 360 for this point. This gives us 199.4712 and so on and 340.5287 and so on respectively. Rounding these values to one decimal place respectively, we get 199.5 and 340.5. Therefore, our answer is x equals to 199.5 degrees or x equals to 340.5 degrees. The reason we are rounding to one decimal place for this answer and not three significant figures is because for the IGCSE Cambridge Mathematics 0580 exam, all angle values should be rounded to one decimal place unless otherwise specified. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, please comment below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Please like and subscribe. To find more videos on solved and explained past paper questions on various topics, please view the playlist. I'll be back with another video soon.